So here's the front pond, and it's been freezing the last couple days. That is, it's been like actually freezing over the top a little bit, but it never completely freezes because of the water flow. So the water flow has done amazing for this, and it has been freezing over all the way here and over here and over there, but just right here in the middle it's been staying unfrozen because of the water flow. And what I've been doing every day is when I come home, then I go through, and here I already did it like twice today, but I just go through and I break everything up to make sure there stays enough surface area for the fish in here to be able to breathe. And I have seen the fish actually, I've seen them quite a bit the last couple of days, which I find pretty odd, but I have seen them. They're doing decent. It's about 27 degrees, the water. I just tested it earlier, and from just reading the surface temp, it's like 27 degrees. Hopefully it's a little bit warmer down below, but it's crazy cold, and it's crazy that I've seen fish actually be going around. I have no idea where I left off last, but the point is, it is real cold in here. The fish seem to be doing fine. I see them, actually I see them currently. I just saw two. They're kind of really hard to see. It's really dark water right now. So there are fish in here. They seem to be doing well, and I'm really excited for this pond next year. I don't think I'll be able to overwinter turtles in here. My dad seems to be too concerned about it, but like 27 degrees is real cold. So I think you want it deeper so then the water isn't, you know, freezing temperatures for them, and that's kind of the idea. So like deeper than 3 feet here in Ohio, and then the water won't be freezing temperatures. But if I didn't have water flowing like this, it would be a couple inches thick with ice at this point, I do believe. So I'm glad that I have the flowing water, and I'm surprised it hasn't frozen, because the water from the pump is going up through this tube under the ground to there, and then into this overflow box right here, and then is overflowing, obviously, or spillway, and then is spilling into the pond. So that's how this functions and does. And the moss has been doing really well, and most of the plants in here have been doing really well. It'll be interesting to see how the hens and chicks do, because I have those planted around this area here, and I'm hoping that those kind of take off and everything and come back after winter. So I'm hoping plants really grow in this year and do really well, because there's a lot of hostas and there's a lot of daylilies growing all around here, and I'm really hoping for, you know, good results this spring. So I'm pretty excited for this area, and so far through the winter it's been doing well. It's just been cold. We're supposed to get snow pretty soon. I doubt it, but there has been snow, and snow hasn't meant ice for this. It's kind of meant nothing. I've actually been having ice more when there isn't snow, so it just depends on how cold it is. But so far everything's going well. So that's just a little bit of an update for the front yard pond. Okay, I figured I kind of needed to film this because you can hear a dog inside. It's crying because I'm outside. Anyway, there's the pond. It's completely, there's still just the tiniest bit of, jeez, that dog is going nuts. There's the tiniest bit of water out here. Jeez. But this is just slush. Wow. It's not exactly what I expected. It's like instant ice. Huh. There's all this. This is the edge. All this slush going on here. It's from snow. And yeah, the pond's like crazy. But as you can see, things still kicking. Pump's still going. Keeping it nice. It would be completely covered probably. But it's not even frozen. It was frozen yesterday. The top isn't frozen now. It's just slush though, which is pretty interesting. But it's very interesting. I like that look there, that how it is right there. So probably gonna take a picture of that. It's pretty neat. I think at this point it's pretty safe to assume that nothing's gonna stop this pond from flowing. It's there's a lot of snow. It's completely, I had to walk around like everything to get out here because my door's completely frozen shut. I had to go out the back door. I'm gonna break it if I go for it. What's this? And there's a bunch of snow inside because it's like frozen. It won't open, which is not good. I don't even know what's stopping it. There we go. I need to get all this snow out of it. Anyway, the pond. It's still flowing, even though all of the filter and everything is under snow and ice and everything. But my question is, gotta be careful here, is like, what the heck is that? Oh. To what extent is it frozen? Oh, well, there you go. It's about to fall in. Yeah. So all of this is the pond. I almost just fell in there. Huh. That would have been very bad. Well, I do have, my boots aren't. It wouldn't be a problem for my boots, but if I went deep enough, I'd get wet. So, that's a thing. And I'm sure the fish are really cold, but I think they'll make it through it. They've made it through so far. Wouldn't see why this would be different. And I just wanted to show you because it was literally just that little pit, and then there's a whole snowbank right here. I think this whole area is filled with snow, which is just nuts. It's literally, the whole thing is, it's all the way up. So that's pretty interesting. So far, this cage is like super resistant to weather. Like, it's just a cage, but look, the grass is fine. Like, it literally, there's like no snow at all. I stepped in, you can see stepping out here, it's like there's so much snow. But then just from all this, it's all piled up against the side of the bottom. And then there's like a little bit around, but it's very resistant to snow. The top is completely covered in snow, and the top's actually a bit of a problem, I've realized, because when it rains it doesn't really get wet in here either, which is a problem, because if I'm supposed to have the green iguana in here, then obviously I'm going to want there to be rain. But look at that, it's just complete. This is a lot of ice. It's completely covered the top, so that's interesting. Ugh. I wish it'd fall off like those big sheets of ice that come off roofs. It's not going to do that though. But that's pretty interesting as far as the top goes. But overall, we're very weather resistant. It doesn't really matter as far as the winter goes, though, because nothing's going to be in here in the winter. But it's very interesting. Hey, I'm so sorry for the audio in this video. It's this stupid phone case. It makes it so whenever I'm holding my phone and recording, it just makes tons of noise. So I switch it out when I'm in my room, but not when I was outside in the cold, because this is like waterproof and stuff, and I like to use it when I'm filming around the pond. But I just can't do that unless I have a tripod. So there's that. I filmed more, and it's a lot more janky, and there's some other stuff going on, but I actually filmed it before all this footage. So I'm going to be talking about going to the pond, but I'm not going to go to the pond. But I'm going to put it in here because I didn't want to put it in the front because it was the audio wasn't real great, and I just didn't want to put it in the front. So anyway, I'll show you that, and that's the big block of ice that is my 300-gallon stock tank right now. So sorry for this video. I would have come out with something better, but I'm really tired and I don't have time to do anything, and I had this filmed, so I'm putting it out even though it doesn't make sense. I don't know. Okay, so yeah, the giant block of ice. So this is going to be an update on the outside ponds, I guess. This is just a stock tank, but I want to show you what's going on in here. Let me get my glove on real quick. Okay. So this is the difference of keeping a above ground tank filled with water and keeping an in-ground pond filled with water. So this is my 300-gallon stock tank. I don't have it filled up all the way, obviously, but water accumulated before winter and after, in between when I took off took out the iguana, or took out the turtles and drained it, and between now, which is winter. So I'm trying to get to the water, and I'm having some trouble. You can see this is a good couple inches in. And I'm trying to, this probably isn't the right tool, but this is a hatchet. And I'm just trying to pick my way in to get to the water, because I do not think this is frozen all the way. So here, I'm going to try to position you guys so you can see what's going on, and I won't have to hold you. Okay, there we go. So now, I'm really going at it now, because I'm really determined. There's no way this is frozen all the way solid. I won't take that. It is so deep. Holy crap. I think I might need to get some other utensil. I don't think this is cutting it anymore. It's crazy, I've never seen anything freeze this solid in winter. So at the moment, I can stand on this and just, it's fine. Like, no matter how much I jump, it's not gonna crack. Oh, it has filled with some water, so I must have hit water. This is what I was talking about. I did get a pickaxe. I'm trying to clear it with this. That's worse. Okay. Here's a pickaxe. If I can just, I don't know if I have enough space. Okay, I got to water, but it's not like it's going in. Oh, there we go. Now I must have really hit water. So this is something interesting to think about. The water's filling up, which doesn't make complete sense unless there's water there on other levels, if that makes sense. Because if it was frozen solid all the way through on all sides, then the water would just stay at the level it was, I think. So I'm thinking closer to the ends here is not as thick as right at the middle. But you can see this really tannin-filled water is still under all of this ice. But it's so far deep. It's literally crazy. So, I guess I'm gonna go to the other pond now. But you can see it's so deep. It's like a good, I don't know, a good couple inches, maybe like half a foot filled with ice in this tank, because there's no water flow, and that's pretty much it. I think if there was water flow, then this would be a completely different story, but it's also above ground quite a bit, and even it's on like a patio that's made of wood, so it probably can freeze from all sides or something like that. So I'm not entirely sure, but it's interesting. I didn't have it filled with water last year during the winter. I actually had it completely flipped over, so no water would happen inside. But this year I couldn't exactly do that because of this thing I built on top. Okay, so this is the video for today. I'm sorry that I had to rush things because it's really late at night and I'm tired in life and school and stuff. So this is it. I don't know if you enjoyed somehow through the crappy audio. Good job. Subscribe for content better than this in the future, and like the video, I guess. I don't know. This video wasn't really that great, but the other thing that I could have edited was like a weighing video, and that would take so long. There's just like so much footage. So there's that. Have a happy whatever day you're watching this, and yeah, have a great day.